Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? Good to see everybody today. Let's get in here, man. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, fellas? Hey, man, so we're going to have a little bit of a laid-back stream here today. You know, I kind of wanted to do something a little bit differently because, you know, not all the time we're going to have my guys on to be able to play. Not to say that we won't play a little bit today. I do want to play a little bit, but for the most part, I've got a video that I kind of want to react to, and I kind of want to see, you know, how that's going to go over with you all. So we're going to react together, man, and I would love for y'all to get in here and kind of give your reactions as well, because I'm very interested in the video. It's kind of a viralish video that I've kind of seen, and it's talking about how you know, like the bigger content creators have kind of ruined gaming, right? So kind of how they've, or at least the guys that are pro that stream, for example, like Call of Duty, you know, all the first person shooters that you can really think of, you know, everything like that. Because, you know, for the most part, like, you know, for the casual gamer, you know, you want to kind of get on stream, or you kind of want to get on and just want to play with your friends, but it's a lot harder than it used to be because, you know, streamers have kind of made the new content, and hey, look, I want to be a big streamer too, so I could be a part of it, but at the same time, I'm not like a pro player or anything like that. I'm not, you know, like this crazy player that's gonna go out and get 20 kills a game or anything like that in Warzone. So, like, I'm not gonna even put myself in that perspective. But, you know, either way, it's kind of just like, I think at the end of the day, like, some of these streamers, like, giving, you know, tips through stream or the content that they've created have created like a really sweaty environment for gaming. So I'm kind of interested to go in with you all and kind of see what we're thinking in that aspect as well. So yeah, we're gonna get into it right away. Here we go. Let's see if I can get this up real quick. Stop the music for a second. Yeah, man, let's see what we can get into here. I'm gonna try to make it a little bit clearer for everybody that is watching on YouTube. Thank you for that, by the way. If you are watching, I appreciate it very much. But we're just gonna dive into this is a video, how streamers ruin gaming. Like I said, you know, it was made 2 months ago. It has 1.3 million views, so it's, you know, done pretty decent. Kind of just want to talk about it and see, you know, what we're thinking. So go full screen here. Let's get into it. Let's go.
I do think that games definitely are suffering from people being like hyper focused on finishing the game and doing it quickly. Like, I was actually going to watch this video about it, about how streamers ruined gaming, because I do think that like streaming and everything has had a profound effect on gaming, and that effect is not all good.
Did streamers really ruin gaming, or are you just trash? In this video, I'm going to talk about gaming before streaming was popular and gaming after streaming became.
What was the game?
I'm going to talk about.
This is the wrong one. I think that's, yeah, this is the one I want.
So you think you know Wix, but do you really? First up, we've got Shake Video Man.
Did streamers really ruin gaming, or are you just trash? In this video, I'm going to talk about gaming before streaming was popular,
This is the
and
one that
gaming
the other
after
guy
streaming
was-
became popular, and
This is the one that the other guy was reacting to, but this is the one I actually wanted to react to. So here we go.
by the end of this video, you'll have an answer on if streaming really ruined gaming or not. Now, a few months ago, I was actually scrolling through Twitter and I saw this tweet right here that says, dominating blue-collar workers in BattleBit. If you don't know what BattleBit is, well, it's basically like Battlefield in Roblox, and this is pretty much the whole clip.
Never heard of it. Don't know what this is.
Yeah, pretty much. That guy is just
Dude's
straight up
trash.
dominating people. Like that's pretty much it. And I saw a quote tweet that said, "Esports ruined casual gaming." Now I know the whole title of this video is like something along the lines of how streamers ruined gaming, but I'm gonna put streamers and esports kind of in the same category. I say that because with streaming, you kind of gotta either be good at a game or funny, and with esports, you gotta be good at a game. So I'm gonna put them both.
Yeah, I'd say that's very true too. You can definitely count esports into this because I think, like in general, like those guys that are going to be streaming and have like an audience that actually watch them, they're going to be the top level guys. Like, you know, I know like some different players, like people don't watch content because it's boring, right? They watch it because it's either really high skill gameplay, which most of the esports pro players can do, and then they also watch it because it's funny, right? Those streamers you kind of know as well. So yeah, I think the congregation of both esports and streaming is kind of appropriate here.
Together because they're pretty similar, if I do say so myself. But to really understand this, we got to go all the way back to 2018, the Fortnite boom. Before Fortnite was this cringe cash grab that pretty much just preyed on little kids for money, it was a game that nobody truly knew how to play and everyone had fun with it. I mean, back in 2018, every single human being was talking about Fortnite. I mean, back then you had Fortnite meme page.
That's true. You know, back when I was in college, man, this was around that time. When I was in college, and I just remember this is kind of a crazy screen to stop on, but anyway, like it was the truth. Like you would, if you were in the gaming sector, like you gamed at all, you definitely heard of Fortnite. Like I remember I learned it from my roommate. Like I didn't even know what Fortnite was, honestly. It had been like a thing for like a month or two ish, or maybe a couple weeks. And my roommate asked me like, "Hey, are you playing Fortnite?" I was like, what are you talking about? I don't even know what that is. He's like, "Yeah, it's this new free game. It's like battle royale type." And I was like, "Wow, that sounds really cool." But yeah, I mean, 2018, man, it was crazy. Took off. Like it absolutely is bigger in my mind than any other game that I've seen. Maybe besides like GTA 6 coming up. Like the hype behind that game is insane, but Fortnite, like when it took off, was in a genre of its own. Like you can see that with like the streamers like Ninja and Tfue and all those guys. It kind of just took off because of the game.
Pages, every single human being was posting their wins. People were doing emotes IRL.
I remember my first win.
Fortnite move, bitch!
I mean, that's how we got the infamous ninja clip.
Everyone flock, let's get it. Come on, baby. Show me what you got. Show me what. Just move. If you guys know it, just move. It's all I want to see. Some movement. I'm not seeing enough movement. Oh my god.
And since Fortnite was so popular, one thing that also became popular because of Fortnite was streaming. Back then, Twitch was like pretty niche, but I'd say that Fortnite made Twitch more mainstream. And you may be asking, why did people go to Twitch and not YouTube? Well, the thing about YouTube is that a lot of YouTube videos are edited, and some people, they may be good on YouTube, but it's like on Twitch. Twitch is live, Twitch is raw. So if you lose, like people are gonna see you lose, and if you win, people are gonna see you win. And that's why Twitch was so popular, because you could see high-level gameplay in real time. To determine if somebody was truly good, all you had to do was just watch them on Twitch.
I don't know if I necessarily agree a ton with this, because I know I was watching Twitch a lot before Fortnite, but at the same time, like I could definitely tell that afterwards I did watch it a little more, just because I was watching guys like Myth and Ninja and Tfue and all those guys playing Fortnite. So I guess I do agree with it a little bit, but I wouldn't say that Twitch necessarily took off. I guess maybe there are numbers behind that. I'm sure there are. I'm sure a lot of, kids gravitated towards Twitch because that's where all the big streamers were too. But at least personally, like, I was watching Twitch because I was watching like Call of Duty and stuff like that. But, that's another thing for another time.
Twitch. And with Twitch becoming so popular, some streamers that a bunch of people were watching back then was people like Myth, Ninja, Dr. Lupo, Nick Mercs. The whole Ninja versus Myth argument was like the biggest topic in school. I remember I was back in like freaking 10th grade and we were arguing at lunch tables talking about if Myth or Ninja was better. I'm not gonna lie, back then I was team Myth. But with all those popular streamers and pro players,
hey, look though, Myth back then was kind of crazy, but I mean he did drop off a cliff, so shout out to Myth, but geesh.
limelight, that made more people want to be a pro player slash streamer. I mean, did y'all see how some of these Fortnite teams were getting down? Bro, I'm telling you, if I had to crank a few 90s to be a freaking Fortnite pro back then, I probably would. And that's exactly where the downfall of gaming happened. Everyone started focusing on the money you can make from gaming rather than the fun from gaming. Fortnite used to be this game where you try to win by doing these creative strats like building a sky base, building a huge metal base, or maybe even camping in a bush. But then it turned into this huge sweat fest when people saw that you could make abnormal amounts of money from this game. Back then, if you shot at a dude, they would probably start shooting at you back like they wouldn't even build. But now, if you shoot at somebody in Fortnite, they're building a whole freaking skyscraper hotel with Wi-Fi. It's actually wild. Now, let me say this right now. I do also say that that's kind of just time. Like with time, people get better. But my point is that everyone's playing games to be the best rather than to just have fun with their boys.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I wanted to get into. Like, for instance, I just think that, you know, just Call of Duty in general, right? We're playing Warzone, right? Rebirth came back. A lot of people are jumping back into Call of Duty, which me and my guys are, right? And it's just gotten to the point where sometimes it's just like some nights we just can't do anything. Like, we'll come in like second to last place, like all the time, because we're just running into guys that are straight up better than us, right? We're not trying to be the best. That's not our goal. Our goal is just to have fun. Obviously, we want to win. That's not like, we obviously are playing the game to win, but at any rate, like at the end of the day, we're just trying to have fun. Like, it's fun when you can get in with your guys and start winning and doing all that stuff and having fun together. But like, it's just so much harder now because you have to be doing, like in Call of Duty, for instance, you have to be running the meta weapons. You have to, you know, have insane movement just to be able to compete with some of these guys. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's turned the casual gamer into this sweat fest. And yeah, it's just to kind of get like these clips and money. And look, I'm a little bit of a part of that because I want to do this for a living too. But like at the same time, like, it's just crazy how it's insane how like you can just go in and get absolutely wrecked and not have any like way to fix that other than getting better at the game. Like, in some ways I get what these games are doing, but at the same time, like, man, just make it more fun for the regular player. Sometimes it's just not it.
Everyone is playing to be watched on Twitch or watched on YouTube. I mean, you ever play a game and you get killed by somebody with a TTV gamer tag and you go to their Twitch and they're not streaming at all? They're just sweating just to sweat. Like, everyone is just playing for that top spot because in that top spot, you can make content out of it, and with that content comes a whole lot of money. Unless you're playing like Farming Simulator and you're a pro. I don't really think you make a lot of money from like pro Farming Simulator, but I don't know. I might become a Farming Simulator pro. You never know. Bars. But yeah, everyone's pretty much playing to be watched. I remember back then, games wouldn't really get sweaty until like 2 or 3 weeks after release, but now games are sweaty off the rip. It can be 5 days away from Call of Duty coming out and you already got a dude making a video saying best class setup 2023 MW3, and it's like, bro, the game hasn't even released. It can be 2 weeks before
That's true. And look, content is content and content is king, honestly. So I totally get why everybody's doing this. But at the same time, it just creates this environment in gaming where if you're not doing the best things available and you're not, you know, practicing the best, you know, movement in the game, just in a Call of Duty standpoint, like, it's crazy. Like, these guys are cracked out of their mind on the first day of the game, and it's insane. And, you know, do streamers and YouTubers definitely have a part in it? Absolutely. because they, these people just study this gameplay, I'm guessing, and they're practicing on their end. I just don't know how they have enough time to do all that. Like, I want to stream and I want to be good at it, but at the same time, I never want to be like the best at it. Like, because I want my content to be authentic. Like, it's just like when I have good moments, I want to like frag with the boys and like have a good time with them, But other than that, like I've never wanted, like, I want to be good, but I've never like sought out to be like the absolute best, because I can be the best that I can be. That's fine. But like being the best, like top 250 in ranked, like no way, dude. Like it's crazy. I just can't do it. It would take way too much time and effort for me to put that in. And I think my content is not necessarily on that pro like gaming style. It's more like in between. Like I want to be good. Like I'm gonna have clips that are good, but I also want to have clips that are funny with my guys, right? That's the whole point of gaming. That's the whole point of it. You just try to have fun, right? And I think it's lost its touch a little bit.
2K comes out and a dude already has the best build. It makes no sense. And when the game comes out, people are only going to play the meta, because when you only play the meta, you can win more. And when you win more, you can get up to that top rank. And when you get up to that top rank, you can stream, create content from it. More people are going to watch you because you're up high on the leaderboards. And then the cycle just continues and continues and continues. And now everyone's just playing the same because everyone's just trying to be the best to be able to stream it / be watched. Back then, you would play games for the fun because there was really no money involved. But now it's like every single human being is trying to become the top streamer, and it's like, bro, like, where's the fun in that? Back then, gaming tournaments were giving out speckles. I'm telling you, if you won a gaming tournament for like freaking Mortal Kombat or Halo or something like that, you were probably gonna get 50 cents in a Big Mac. But now, if you win a freaking Fortnite tournament or you just win a freaking Call of Duty tournament, dog, you're honestly set. You can buy your mom a freaking mansion. People are getting millions from tournaments. I mean, look at Booga, bro. Didn't he won like 3 million, I'm pretty sure, off of Fortnite? That is wild. That is insane money. Another thing about gaming after streaming is that games that aren't even sweaty are becoming sweaty. For example, Fall Guys. I remember back in 2020, every single human being was playing Fall Guys during quarantine. And with everybody playing Fall Guys, TikTok got a hold of that. And I remember scrolling through TikTok one day, and I saw this one dude making videos of the best strats on certain maps on Fall Guys. Crazy. And I just thought to myself, what do you gain from being a sweat in Fall Guys? Right. What do you gain? Like, I understand you're trying to show people how to win and stuff, but I feel like the reason why Fall Guys was so fun was because nobody was making strats or anything. People were just hopping in, having fun, just playing like headless chickens, you know? I feel like games die out quicker when you're making all these strats and stuff on how to win, when it's not even like, obviously, yes, the goal in Fall Guys is to win, but I feel like the whole point of that game is to enjoy the journey. Like the fun with friends, the freaking hurdles you're going over, that one dude griefing you on the map. Like when you're only focused on trying to get crowns in that game, the game becomes less fun because you're just focused on the destination rather than the journey. Imagine coming home from a long day of school or work and you're getting sweated on in Fall Guys. Imagine you're over there just trying to chill, you know, you're on this little cutesy game that's like Wipeout, and out of nowhere, TTV Try Hard for Life literally just claps you every single map, and it's like
dude, like he's saying, it goes for every game. 2K, a game that I used to play a lot and probably will still want to play in the future. Call of Duty, as I've stated multiple times. He's stating Fall Guys. I never played Fall Guys, but I mean, I get it. It's literally every game you play nowadays. It's just like there's always people making content on how to be the best, and people are going to use that content to try to do those same strategies, and then you just have a bunch of people trying their best to win and not necessarily, like his point, have fun and like enjoy the journey of, he's saying Fall Guys, but like I even think like me and my guys get caught up into the not winning as much as we should. Like if we have a really good game where we're killing people like pretty well in Call of Duty, it's almost ruined because we didn't get the win, right? Like it shouldn't be that way. Like if I get 10 to 12 kills on a map, like I'm like, that's, I played well. We just may have gotten caught up in a bad rotation or whatever at the end. And like, yeah, there's things to improve, obviously. Like, our goal is still to win, but at the same time, like, if we played well, the whole thing shouldn't be ruined because we didn't win the game. And I think, like, sometimes I get caught up into it. Everybody seems to get caught up into it. And if we're not winning, then we're not producing this content, right? And then we can't, like, when we produce this content, everybody tries to follow it, and it's just this vicious cycle, back and forth, and just, I get it. I totally get it, because sometimes, as like the casual gamer in myself, I totally just want to hop on Call of Duty and just have fun, but sometimes it's not even fun, because everybody's doing the same things.
It's like, dude, you can't even have fun anymore. And since everyone's tryharding, games are now catering to the bad players. One thing that games have been implementing is this thing called skill-based matchmaking. If you don't know what it is, well, I'll basically explain. Think of a lobby where all the top players from a bunch of different games all get into a lobby with each other and go head to head. Basically ranked play, but with no bonus rewards or anything. You just kind of get into a lobby with the best players without getting any specific reward in casual play. And the thing about skill-based matchmaking is that it's unfair because the good players are being punished for being good at the game. And it gets to this point where it's like winning feels like a chore rather than actual fun. Because back then, if you truly wanted to sweat, you would go into like a ranked game mode or something. But now, if you're a tryhard, you're gonna play every single other tryhard 24/7 just because you're good at the game. Back then, games like Call of Duty, what they would do, you would join a lobby, and if you wanted to leave that lobby, you would just leave it. And if you wanted to stay after the game, you would stay. But now, after a game is finished, they just transport you to a whole different lobby with everyone else who also did good. And it's like, now you gotta go head to head with all the big dogs just because you won one game. I remember Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, that had some of the worst skill-based matchmaking ever. That game was borderline unplayable because if you won one game, you would be playing the freaking Optic roster from freaking 2014 just from winning one game. And
I agree completely. I hated Cold War multiplayer. We had to play it to get the guns in Warzone, right? And we wanted to get the guns in Warzone. But holy moly, ranking up those guns was the worst experience I've ever had in a Call of Duty game. Like, it was unbearable. Hated it. Some guns I wouldn't even finish because I didn't want to play the multiplayer. Like, now, I think Modern Warfare 3 is, like, pretty good. Like, some games I fry, some games I get shit on, and that's fine. Like, I'm cool with that. But, like, it felt like every game in Call of Duty Cold War was just shit on. Like, I rarely had that many good games in multiplayer. It was just insane.
Another way of games catering to bad players, Fortnite adding bots into their games just so you can feel better about yourself. Let's be real, it is 2023. Nobody is a default anymore in Fortnite. I mean, back then, yes, there were people who were bad at the game, but nobody is so bad that they're literally running into a wall 24/7 in Fortnite. So now it's like there's no middle ground between the good and the bad players. It's like, if you're good,
Roblox is way more fun when you have Robux, but Robux cost money.
You're being punished, and if you're bad, you're being rewarded. There's actually this tweet by FaZe Sway that says, "The downfall of video games started when kids complained about people being good at the game. I remember when I was a kid and saw a Master Prestige in COD, I didn't tell him to take a shower or go outside. I sent that MF a friend request." And that's facts. Instead of actually putting in the work to be good, a lot of people just sit there and
low-key true. Like, now, when we, at least when I was growing up, like, when we would play somebody on 2K that was, like, cracked out of their mind, and, like, maybe we didn't have the best teammates, because we usually only had 3, and we'd play the rec, like, we were sending the guys on the other team friend requests, or, like, something to, like, get them in our squad, so we can have a really good squad going forward. Like, instead of, like, bashing on those people, we wanted them with us so we could get better, right? And I guess that's a little bit different than it is now. Like, just as society is moving forward, like, it's just, my opinion, is getting a little bit softer. Like, it's just like, I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like, we tried to actively get better by ourselves, whereas now it's like people are turning to, like, different things. Now they're cheating and shit. It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
complain, and now games are kind of catering to them. But one
right, and that was the point I was trying to get to. Now that people are complaining about it, now we have these games that are so sweaty because of this skill-based matchmaking, and it's just a worse experience overall for the guys that are pretty good at the game, but also just play it mostly casually. Like, I don't know. It's crazy.
One game that I say that kind of bridged the middle ground between the really good players and the really bad players is Street Fighter 6. One thing that Street Fighter 6 did, they added something called modern controls and classic controls. Classic controls, basically you have to do more to push out a combo, and if you do that successfully, then that combo does more damage. But if you play modern controls, you only hit square or something and it'll do a full combo, and those combos do less damage. So it kind of bridges the gap between good and bad players. But that's a whole fighting game. How can this be fixed in like games that are like FPS or something like that? In my honest opinion, I say that FPS games should just go back to like the regular lobbies, you know? Back then, you could join a lobby, scope out the lobby, see who's like the freaking best players and stuff. And if they were a little too good for your level, you could leave if you wanted to. Like, I don't think that you should be transported into the freaking universe of the top 12 Call of Duty masters after you win one game. I feel like there should always be that option to stay if you want to stay or leave if you want to leave. There was nothing wrong with those lobbies back then. It's just like games just wanted to cater to the bad players, you know? So it's honestly just like, gaming is just honestly a huge sweat fest. And that rounds back to like the ultimate question of this video. Did streamers really ruin gaming? In my honest opinion, yes. I 1000% believe that streamers in esports ruined gaming, because there is no reason why people should be sweating at a game where you literally farm cabbages. How do you even sweat in Farming Simulator? How? Let me know in the comments. Do y'all think streamers slash pro players ruin gaming? Or like, what's your guys' take on this whole situation? Let me know. But yeah, this is gonna wrap up the video. If you guys made this far, I appreciate you.
Yeah, I think in general, yes. I think most of the streaming platforms allowed for people to get better because they were watching gameplay, and then when they watched that gameplay, they tried to implement the same things that these pro players are doing. And then, I mean, again, I'm a part of this, right? Like, I go on TikTok to find some meta loadouts. I go on, you know, YouTube to find some loadouts for Call of Duty and stuff as well. But I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just crazy, man. But we'll get off that. Yeah, that was just something that I wanted to look into for today. Just kind of, you know, looking towards, you know, our streamers really ruining gaming. And I think, you know, they're just doing it for their job, and I get it. They're good at the game, and it's no fault to them for being good at the game and pumping out content, and because that's how they live, right? So I'm not like bashing them in any way on what they do, because that is exactly what I want to do. Like, eventually I want to do that as well. Like, I want to be pumping out content and, you know, getting to the point where I'm really good at the game as well. It's just, you know, I think sometimes it's a little too much, and I think that sometimes we've got to, I don't know. It's hard to kind of take it back now because of social media doing everything that it does now. Like, it's just, it's kind of insane to say now that we have to take it all back, because it's not going to go back to the way it was. Honestly, like, as long as there's still streamers and there's still, you know, people pumping out content to try to get the best of the best, I think that it's really just going to come down to, you know, it's really just going to come down to, like, people are going to always want to take in that content. And at the end of the day, you can't not make them take in the content if they're making it, right? So I think it kind of is what it is at this point. So yeah, we'll jump into some gameplay now. Let's see. I want to... Guys, what do you want to watch, man? Y'all want to watch, like some duos, or want to watch quads? Like, what's up? There we go. quad. We're gonna jump into a quad here real quick. See what happens. Hey man, how's everybody doing, man? It's good to kind of do something different. I really liked reacting to that stuff. If you want more of that, I can definitely help that out for sure. I can get more content in here for y'all, reacting and stuff. But yeah, man, I'm having fun. Ready to jump into a little bit warm up game here. See what goes on. Yeah. How's everybody doing today? Let's get a little music in here. Turn that music back on. It's like nice little vibey music, huh? I like it. I like it. Nice little vibe out music. Yes, sir. All right, let's get into it, man. Man, I didn't wake up till like later today. Had a little lunch. My wife's out buying. She had some, I don't know, she was going with a friend to buy something. And she isn't home yet, so we're just chilling, man. We're just chilling, having fun, trying to get into a game real quick. See what's happening. Vibing out to some music. Having fun, man. Hoping the boys can get on a little later. See what happens there. I don't know. They haven't been playing as much lately. Y'all can't see that in the pregame lobby trying to get in here for you. Let's go, man. 2-1, let's go. This. Have that stop. Let's go. Let's get into it, man. Hope y'all enjoy. Little gameplay here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like landing stronghold because the spy drones is right there. Also, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, click the link tree in my bio, and we can get on Twitch. I'd have to watch that vertical format. I really want to get to jump on this really. I'm gonna go with my guy and Chris here. See if I can get some stuff. HR in action.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
Now that the Car 98 is out, need a better
Your squad mates redeploying. Well done.
better secondary. Secondary. Like primary. Holger will work. That'll work.
Enemy soldier incoming.
This guy here. Got my guys over here.
Being tracked by an enemy squad. Evade and survive.
I feel like I'm hearing it. I'm like, my guys.
The next gas spread. Secure them to the uplink station marked on your TAC map for decryption before it's too late.
We did our booty real quick. He ain't got no money though. We have no monies. Precision. Let's see. Let's see. Got money over here. Let's see. Like,
You've got reinforcements inbound.
nice. Take a BP. See, I kind of like it.
Future gas spread coordinates are marked on your TAC map. You're down one squad mate. We'll get you redeployed faster.
So,
Your squad made it to the safe zone.
that's great. So, yeah, man, someone squad is up. Dude, like, I haven't seen a soul. Besides those first few guys that were down here. Oh, yes.
Hostile counter UAV overhead. Your squad mate's back on station. Good work. Supply box is marked. Secure those locations. Loadout drop headed your way. One supply box down. 2 remain.
So,
Friendly Guardian is active. Friendly Guardian inbound. Dropping into the AO.
get your ass. Yeah, bitch. That's what you get.
Getting operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Upstairs. Can't hear shit.
Our Guardians lost power.
His hands.
Friendly mortar strike on the way.
Come on, man. Where's everybody at? Come on, chickens. Somebody sniped at me. What is it?
All squad members are in the safe zone.
Get in. Bitch.
Attack map to hunt down the rest of them.
I honestly didn't hear him, but I knew he was coming up here. It's from me. Should I die? Yeah, bitch. No, I ran out of ammo. No, why didn't I reload? That's dumb. That is really dumb of me. Like, why did I not reload? That is so dumb. Dumbest thing I could have done there. Holy shit. Is it still there? I hope it's not. Just. No.
5 were still standing.
way. I had 1 second left, man. How do I shouldn't die there. Damn it. I shouldn't die there. Shouldn't die there. I should reload. I should reload. Hey, not a bad first game though. Got like 5 or 6 kills-ish. I didn't see anybody in the beginning, so that kind of made up for everything. Chad, how do you think that first game went, huh? I had 5 with 2,300 damage. I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I think I actually did decently well. I don't know how I only had 2,600 score while this guy had 4,700 with 2 kills, but that is not up for me to decide. Let's see. Where are we at now? We're at Fortune's Keep. Let's see. Should I just play solo? I hate solos. Solos are so like sweat, like so like ratty. They're so ratty. Trios is on. Let's go trios. I don't mind trios for the most part. All right, man. Let's get back into it. Real quick. Get a little music bump. How's everybody doing, man? I'm doing all right. You know, nothing I can complain about for sure. Had a pretty decent day yesterday. Having a pretty decent day today. It's already 5 o'clock. Here's the thing, man. I'm when I don't have a schedule, like, and I am just left to my own devices, like, I stay up so late, like, incredibly late, like 4 a.m. sure, at least. And then I'll end up like waking up at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I need to stop. I really do, because I actually like being able to get up and like have a full day, but like my days nowadays are like I get up at 1, I lay around for like an hour. It's just, I just feel like so unproductive. Like I just want to get something going. I mean, I can stream, that's fine. I don't have any problem streaming, but it's at the same time, like, I would like to get up early and plan a little bit more probably, but I don't know, just something I gotta work on personally. It's kind of just the way it is. So let's see, man, let's see what we can get into. Stop that, turn this back on, let's see where our guys want to go. I always like landing spy drones, just because it's a pretty easy contract to get a little bit. He already dropped. Okay. Oh. They're going big green. Okay. Fair enough. I'll put it green. Let's see. Loosen up a little bit, huh? He's in some trouble, it seems like. Can't help it out.
Your squad mates redeploying. Well done.
6. Try to go here with some one.
Enemy soldier incoming. Hostiles deploy the mosquito.
No, I should not have lost that, man. How do I lose that? The bow is... I think the bow is low-key underrated. I definitely shouldn't have lost that. That's crazy. Anyway, let's get back into it, though.
Returning you to the front. Earn this.
Of course, my guy. That's what I'm talking about. Just fucking sweatfest. Just an absolute sweaty disaster.
Alright, squad's in the safe zone.
I don't have good weapons. He's got the superior. I love the superior. Does he have my weapon? Is that my weapon? Hey, look. I don't know if he's using my weapon. That I don't think that's not it.
You're redeploying. It's all on you. Stay alive so your squad can redeploy. Enemies deploy the counter UAV. Your squad mates back on station. Good work.
Dude, you fucking sweaty fuck. I hate... This is what I'm talking about, dude. There's no reason for him to get out of spot to try to fucking beam me there. It's nuts. It's nuts. Like, just leave me the fuck alone. Go the fuck away. No reason for you to do that. He's fucked. Just challenge the whole thing.
Make it count.
We picked this shit up. There we go.
Down to you, soldier. Kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunting.
Alright, I think our buddy's with us.
Fire sale is active. Buy station prices are adjusted.
Most part, I guess.
Resurgence window is ending. Watch your six. Gas is inbound. An enemy squad above you. Stay sharp. Your squad made it to the safe zone. Fire sale's over. Adjusting prices.
Fair enough. Behind me, another squad.
There, yep.
Yeah. Oh God, there were so many people behind us. Fair enough, fair enough. There was only 2 of us. Don't know what we could have done. I probably didn't have to be up on top of a roof like that, but it's okay. There's more than... There's like 3 squads there. Interesting. Interesting. But yeah, man, honestly, I kind of just wanted to test out the YouTube stuff right now, and it's looking pretty good. So I might just call it right there. I'll probably be on later since I know that this works now. So yeah, I appreciate if you did come and look at this for a little bit. I appreciate it. But other than that, guys, yeah, y'all have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna maybe be on later if the guys get on, so stay tuned for that if you can. But other than that, man, yeah, y'all have a great rest of your day, man.